dele. Se eu fosse ficar fazendo só andando pelo mapa tomando gank, isso. Bom, não sei que grupo. Qual grupo?
Se não foi grupo, ele mandou pra mim.
Aí ele mandou pra você.
Lá vai nós peladões, atrás das mulheres no rio.
Tá jogando o King?
Uhum.
Oxe, que missão é essa aí?
Pois é.
Sempre é uma missão badass, né? Ele sai cocô na cara dos outros.
Throw a stone in the water near her to lure her away. Once she notices it, we'll hurry along the other side.
What was that sound?
It worked.
What was that?
Mata a mulher.
Caralho. Ô, Kingdom, não tem teta balangando aqui não, né? Porque daí dá ruim na live. Mas acho que não. A mulherada cantando música de religião e pelada não funciona, né?
Closer, but carefully.
É, tudo normalzinho. Olha a cara de safado. Oh, isso, tia, só com as balanguetas, né?
Henry, I told you to... Oh my fucking God, you're
Mataram os meninos que estavam no acampamento.
You've got to do something. Stay down, for fuck's sake. Oh, fuck. A letter. Don't be a fool, Henry. We don't stand a chance. We'll wait till they're gone, and then head back to camp. Maybe some of our men got away. Hey! What the fuck are you doing? Hey! Hands off her, you brute! What the hell's going on here? Let her go, you pigs! That bastard's with them! Fucking hell! You couldn't just leave it be, could you? Come on! Run! Catch them! Enough, I said! What the fuck? She's mine!
Toma na boca.
What are you gaping at? Shoot! Well, don't just stand there, you idiots! After them! Along the bank!
Christ! When did you learn to swim? Just now.
Tô curioso em saber o tamanho desse mapa agora.
Sério que é grande pra caralho.
Cut them off on the other side!
Vai demorar 8 anos pra soltar um jogo novo.
Oh, Mott. What the fuck was that, Henry? You rescuing a damsel in distress?
I'm done with running.
Oh, really? And what exactly do you call...
Você ainda tomou uma flechada de besta agora.
Uhum.
Oh, shit. Oh, you've been hit.
What? Oh, shit.
Well, we can't leave it like this.
No, wait! Ah! Fuck!
We've got to flee. Can you walk?
Yeah, I'll manage. I'd lead the way.
Já começou tomando na bunda, viu? Beleza, o jogo mal começou, você já tomou no cu.
É o jogo que você mais se ferra, não tem boca. Mano, deixa eu dar uma mijada.
Fala.
You pull yourself together. We've got to vanish. We'll get out of the woods and find someone. Then we'll get that shoulder of yours fixed up. So, how far is it to Trotsky? There's someone in front of us. Down.
They mustn't get away. Got that? Call out as soon as you see them. And then kill them. No fucking around. You, watch the middle of the gorge.
We can't
Keep
go
your
this
eyes
way.
peeled,
Go
right?
around.
You two, go up there. Get a move on. You watch this side of the rock.
Behind me.
And you, go to the pond. They didn't succeed in swimming to the other side of the pond. I want to know. Then come back and give me a full report. Footprints,
Sacra.
blood trail.
He'll see us.
everything.
We'll have to wait.
You want to
Get to work.
swim all the fucking way across? Shut up, or the chief will hear you.
It's still easier here
Now.
than that skirmish on the other side.
Stumbling up back, pitch black. When all your torch does is blind you, leave it out.
Catching the naked men. Better than getting killed in a skirmish.
Maybe. But I still can't see a bloody thing.
We've got to get to that tree trunk up ahead, quietly. There's more of them up top. Fuck! Use your head. Be careful. Stick behind me.
I played dice against Lefty yesterday.
They're coming here. Stand still.
You reckon we'll find them?
Use your head. Be careful. Run. Quick. Oh, no. Fuck. They're in front of us. Quick. Into the rocks.
Quiver! They're feeding to the rock! Hurry! Run around! We'll catch them at the top!
What now?
eh? Hans, there's more of them up top.
Shit! Take cover!
Caralho, esse maluco tem cara em toda parte. Filha da puta.
Sake. Come here. Damn it, they're every...
What are we gonna do?
How should I know? We can't go climbing into the rocks at night when we can't see shit.
But they'll catch us.
Oh, you don't say, genius.
Calm down, for fuck's sake.
Stop it! This isn't going to help us. You know what? Go and look into that gorge behind me and see if there's a way forward. Then come back to me. At least we'll know if it makes sense to go that way. If we can get out of the rocks. I'll stay here meanwhile and watch out for them.
Fuck you, Wilson.
Me vira, meu Deus.
Back off before I kill.
There's a path, but through fissures. Well, there's no other way to go anyway. Hans won't be too happy when I tell him.
Where are they? I don't know. They must have come this way, damn it. If only that bloody idiot Nails hadn't broken his leg climbing down the cliff. Trying to catch up with them. Aye. But he shouldn't have jumped down in the dark. You keep watch here, and I'll go and push through. Give me a shout if you see them. Aye. When the others get here, we'll move in from both sides. And send someone after me too. Got it.
Hans! Hey, Hans!
Hey, take it from the side!
Ah, já foi de novo já. Vai tomar no cu, velho.
Suck my cock! Ha! Show what... Now...
Puta que pariu.
There's a path, but through fissures. Well, there's no other way to go anyway. Hans won't be too happy when I tell him.
There were soldiers there, so I set off after you. Kurva. That was a hellish maze. Let's go then.
Deu certo.
Hurry! We'll climb down here to the water before they find us.
You're in for an arse kicking, you piece of shit! Ah! Fucking hell! Ah! Ah!
roads.
Bora, viado. Bora, viado. Bora, viado. Vambora, viado.
Christ, shit.
Ah, não, velho. Perdi o foco, vai tomar no cu.
You know the trouble with an adventurous life, son? It can end before it gets started. I might teach you how to handle a sword, and then someone will shoot you with a crossbow as soon as you set foot outside the house. If you want to convince someone that they're wrong, try using your mouth and not your fists. We did a fine job.
Ih, tá alucinando.
Being a blacksmith might bring no glory, but it has its benefits,
Eu morri.
like keeping your head on your shoulders. Ah, come now. I was the one who raised you, but you know how things really are. Why? Am I dead? Not yet. I'm dead, though.
If I'm not, then how come?
You chose a different path than I wanted for you. And maybe that's how it was meant to be. But once you've chosen the path of adventure, you have to fight.
Já colocou lutador
You have
de
to
Marte
fight
lá no
till the
chão.
bitter end, with all the strength you
No.
can muster. You still have a long way to go till your work is done, Henry. So pull yourself together and wake up. It's not over yet.
For the love of God, wake up. Pull yourself together, Henry. Thank Christ. Oh, I thought you were done for.
Vou mutar aqui no cabelo hoje.
De boa.
Where am I?
Well, you dropped out of the sky like a shot-down hawk. And that fella landed with you. You broke your fall nicely, otherwise you'd have ended up the same as him.
What are you wearing?
Well, you won't be needing it. We can't be running naked through the woods. And if you're capable of running at all,
Now, where's Mutt?
I've no idea. Just don't worry about your dog. He can look after himself. Right, we've got to disappear. Right, come on, I'll help you up.
Pensamos bem.
How are you holding up?
Not good. I feel like it's all up for me.
Hang in there, damn it. As long as you talk, I know you're hanging in there. Henry, what are you staring at?
They're here. Sigismund's army.
The only army here is the one-man army of Sir Hans Cable.
Ah!
Jesus, don't do this to me. Pull yourself together and let's go. We have to go.
But the gate is closed.
Don't worry, my name will open any gate.
Que susto, filha da puta.
Fuck.
What's the matter?
Humans. They're slaughtering everyone. They'll kill us.
Christ, Henry, stop yelling and move your ass.
Bianca.
Come on.
Father?
Listen to me, Al. Listen carefully. Take the sword, go into the house, and grab anything else in
Father!
your trunk. Go to the castle. Hurry.
What about you?
Are you mad?
Mother is in the village. I'll fetch her and we'll follow right behind.
I'll go with you.
No. You do what
Come
I
on.
say right now. Give the sword to
For
Sir Hans.
Christ's sake.
If anything happens, he'll take
Come
care
on.
of you.
Oh, you can hardly stand, damn it. But we'll make it together. You'll see.
Alucinando pra caralho.
Henry, focus.
Take me away.
Henry, pull yourself together.
No.
Please. God, there's nobody here. You're just imagining things.
Oh, run. No.
Don't give in to it. Hang in there.
Wrong.
We'll make it together. You'll see. You're a warrior. You can do this. It's all right, Henry. I've got you. Just a little further. Henry, wake up.
The linden tree. Just like Father always wanted.
No, we can't stop.
And Pa. Dead. They're all dead.
But we aren't yet. Henry, a light. Look,
I see it.
we've got to go.
I see the light.
Hold on, pal. Hold on. We're here. We're here.
Pavlena, is it you?
Greetings, good wife. Fear not. We mean you no harm. My friend needs help. Please.
Right. I'll see what I can do for him.
Isso, velho. Ajuda nós.
Let's have a look at you. It's all right.
My parents, that was just a dream, Henry. We're in the woods. We were ambushed, but don't worry. We'll get you fixed up right as rain.
Now I've got you, whore sons.
Think again, Scott!
Hey, lad. Are you alive, lad?
Rapaz, o jogo já te começa com você tomando no cu de todas as formas possíveis. Deus do livre.
They burned it to the ground.
Slaughtered everyone. Who? Who burned it to the ground?
A huge army. They attacked without warning.
Get all the people inside the gates. We have to prepare for the worst. Make all the necessary arrangements.
I am Shamakwat von Aulitz. I come in the name of Sigismund of Luxembourg, King of Hungary and Croatia.
Get up now. There's work to be done.
Mother?
I ain't your ma, laddie. Oh, may all the saints be praised. I was afraid you'd never wake up again.
What? Where am I?
Where would you be? Here in my cabin, where you and that pal of yours burst in last night. Slowly, lad. Slowly.
What happened? What about Hans?
He's taken care of for now, but he was on the edge there for a bit. And so were you, lad, so calm yourself. Last night you were 1 foot in the grave already. You were lucky you happened to turn up here.
Well, I have to talk to Hans.
You won't get much out of him now. He's lost a lot of blood and he has a fever.
What happened to him?
That cutthroat that followed you fellas cut him up bad. Hans was fighting him outside, then he came staggering in, said something about Fortuna, and collapsed on the floor.
But you'll help him, won't you?
God willing. Well, I managed to pull you out of death's grip, so maybe I'll be blessed again. I'll go check on him as soon as I'm done with you. How are you feeling?
There's no part of me that doesn't hurt. Inside and out. Mostly my shoulder where I took an arrow.
Little wonder then. But you're conscious and talking. That's a good sign. Ah, your shoulder is looking a lot better. I did my best, but I don't see good no more.
Uma coisa tem que falar,
especially
gordão.
at night. So
Eles
I didn't do
melhoraram
the best
muito,
job.
ficou muito melhor
It
essa
just wouldn't
cutscene.
stop bleeding.
Ah,
Now
com
you've
certeza.
moved about, it started up again. Take this and bandage it up. Not much else we can do with it now.
Thanks. I reckon I can manage that. But I need to get a breath of fresh air to cure my head.
You slept through half of God's bright day, lad. So, if you feel up to it, go ahead. At least we'll see how steady you are on your feet. While you're at it, you can stop by the trough and wash all that nasty grime off of yourself. I found an old tunic. Put it on so you don't catch a chill. It gets cold here by the water. No doubt you'll be famished and need a bite to eat. There's some hot soup in the pot on the fire. If that ain't enough, I put some bread and cheese on the table outside for you. And you'll find some of our home-brewed liquor there, too, in case you need bucking up. Don't overdo it, though.
I won't. Thanks a lot. May God reward you 1,000-fold.
Gordo, uma informação.
What's your name, by the way?
Buzena's my name.
Olha a Buzena de Pato Branco.
I'm Henry.
I know. Hans told me. I'll go and check on him. When you're done with everything, come and see me and we'll figure out what to do next.
Está mais difícil.
Milagre você sobreviveu à queda grave, mas você perdeu muitos pontos de nível principal, habilidade e vantagem devido aos grandes ferimentos. Ele resta recuperar gradualmente ao longo do jogo. Que beleza. Você tomou no cu.
Damn.
Jonco, novidade.
This wound is still bleeding. I better bandage it up quick before I bleed.
Não, tá me com medo.
Sopa.
Sopa pra nós.
Aye, true bliss is a full belly.
Pega uma colheradinha, você já tá top já? Ô, louco. Não, não é aqui não. Lá fora. É aqui? É aqui. Eu acho. Ó, melhorou a animaçãozinha pra caralho.
Ô, louco.
Feel like a new man.
E de pão. E essa cachaça aqui.
Seems Bujana isn't some quack. She's got a damn good sense.
Ah, ela mexe com alquimia, caralho. Vé macumbeiro. Ah, me dê tocha, vê tudo isso aí que você tem, filho. Comida. Atadura. Tá peladinho aí, todo fodido aí. E da espada.
This will be the weapon used by the bastard who cut up Sir Hans.
Ah,
Coisa, hein?
pra caralho. Tem um cinturão do Batman agora. Aumentaram o número de espaço onde se pode equipar itens, armas, escudo e munição. Para alternar rapidamente entre eles no combate. Até 3 passagens adicionais dependendo do cinto utilizado. É o cinto do Batman, velho. Espada, escudo, machado, escudo, etc. Entendi. 1, 2, 3. Agora tem atalhos, né? 1, 2, 3, 4. Quer dizer, já tinha também, né? Mas não era claro, digamos assim. Tô virado um mendigo fudido aqui, mas beleza.
Bota pras meninas da casa lavar roupa.
É, né?
Tá muito bulldog, velho.
Você viu o tamanho do menino?
Rapaz, aquele ali tá comendo bem, viu?
I did what you asked.
And you didn't faint while doing it. I'm pleased, Henry. I had to pour a whole Lethean potion into you last night. That's what I call medicine. It can either put a dead man back on his feet or make sure he never gets up again. So, consider yourself lucky.
I will. But what about Capon?
Well, he's less lucky. That brute really knocked him about before Hans beat the life out of him.
Is there any way I can help? I owe it to Capon, and I want to do whatever I can.
You owe him, all right. I've got a bit of that
Mas a Bozena não tá falando de
potion
pato
left.
branco.
It ought to work wonders on him, same as on you. But I can't just give it to him now. First, we have to deal with that fever. The best and
Todo
fastest
personagem
remedy
que
for
aparecer eu
that
vou traduzir a
is
Bozena.
chamomile decoction.
Não,
Luckily,
vá,
it ain't
vá,
too
não vou
hard
te
to
dar
brew,
remédio pra te
but
dar.
we'll need
Para
some
de
fresh
ser besta,
sage
moleque
for it.
tonto.
And, of course,
Você vai sair
chamomile.
todo
You
pelado de
ought to
novo,
be
os
able
caras
to
vai te
manage
matar lá.
that.
Você tá achando que é um
You've got
doidão?
young legs and eyes, and I
Eu te
reckon a
falei,
bit of a
te encontrar
stroll
bêbado
would
com
do
esse
you
cu virado
good.
pro alto aí, ó, que dá.
Eu entendo de ervas.
Easy as pie. I can do that. Sage has a
porra, hein?
purple blossom, and chamomile has white petals with a yellow center. Both of them grow in sunny places. There are sandstone cliffs around here. The soil underneath might suit them.
Good lad. You really do know a thing or two. I'd never have guessed. At the back of the hut, there's a footpath leading up to the rocks. You go along there till you reach a sort of small meadow. You ought to find both of them there.
Great. I'll be
Você
back in a
reparou
jiffy
se
with a
você
couple of
saiu com
handfuls.
algum skin
All
ou
right.
habilidade já
I'll be
antes
glad
ou
if
não?
you get back
Começa
here
tudo
soon.
peladão.
I don't feel
Não,
right
se começa
being
alguma
here
coisa
with that
assim.
corpse in my yard.
Começa tudo armadurado, a cavalo, aí dá um monte de bosta.
I can't think straight.
I understand. It makes me anxious. too.
Basicamente você tá numa
Maybe I
missão
could
com a porra
manage
do
to bury
maluco
him
ali,
somewhere,
e você toma no
or at
cu.
least hide him somewhere further off in the woods.
The Lord be praised. I'd be truly glad of that. Do you feel up to it, laddie? You ain't in the best of shape, and digging a grave's a tough job, even for a healthy fella.
Not to worry. I'll see what I can manage. It's on account of us that he's here anyway. I wouldn't want you to have any more trouble. And a bit of...
Well, if
Where should I put him?
grab the spade by the dung pile and bury him by the... When you head out the gate, follow your nose. And when you're done with that, better have a walk.
True.
I'll sort out the rest with Ignatius, the gravedigger, when he comes by again. So's I don't...
All right.
Tem que pegar uma pá pra cavar a cova do filho da puta. Eu tô com fome ainda. Saciedade 49. Tô, pior que tô. Antigamente você dava só um golaço na panela, tá tudo certo, né? Né? Dois não é assim.
Someone got here
Agora
before me.
é uma reajustada. Aí, comeu metade do caldeirão. Leva o Rex.
Eu preciso. Primeiro preciso da porra da pá, né? Essa daí.
Daqui a pouco, depois da sopa, né?
Pra nós.
Cravo de defunto do lado de um defunto.
Curioso, não?
Vai, Rex.
Nossa, pá do meu lado, velho.
Pô, muito contraste marrom, né, mano?
Vai ter um porco do meu lado já. Vou tomar no cu pra esse porco aí, doido. Ele tá indo embora.
Joga o corpo em cima do porco.
E deixa o porco levar o corpo por aí.
É, velho. Mission complete.
Ah, shit. My shoulder. This bastard's hard work. can't be in the ground soon enough.
Isso, cave, menino, cave.
Fiz isso no início do ano.
É, com o dog lá, né?
Uhum. Pô, mas não cavei um buraco tão fundo assim em 2 segundos, não.
Mas também já cavei buraco aí, justamente não pra enterrar cachorro também. Um duro da porra onde eu tava.
Tinha um porco perto assim. Um porco.
Pronto. Era pra se limpar, limpamos, agora tem que ir atrás de planta.
Damn, his shoulder still hurts like hell. Maybe now it'll tell me when it's gonna rain.
E os gráficos, gordo, que você tá achando?
Tá bonito, cara. Bonito. Nada, nossa, meu Deus, última gera. Não.
Purple flower, sage.
O jogo tá bem pra caralho. Pelo menos eu acho, né?
Eu acho que tá bem legal, mano.
Pois é.
Tipo, eles só deram só uma recapitulada no que eles já fizeram, né, mano? E não mudou muito do que é o jogo 1, né?
Pelo que eu ouvi, as cidades estão muito mais detalhadas, mais bonitas. Muito mais. Pra quase ter uma imersão mesmo. Pra você realmente se sentir um fudido na Idade Média.
Gordo, até e esse jogo se saísse pra multiplayer, mano.
Isso é do caralho, hein?
Nossa, aí sim eu ia afundar num jogo de RPG foda, viu?
Até tem um parecido, cara. Não é nesse estilo aqui, né? Mas que dá pra... que basicamente você não anda por aí, digamos, nas estradas, né? Dá pra ver você andando na estrada. Mas em vilarejos e... na batalha dá. Que é o Bannerlord. O Bannerlord é interessante, inclusive tem um multiplayer que a galera sai na mão mesmo. É papo de 100, 200 pessoas saindo na mão.
O Hell Let Loose é a mesma coisa. Ah,
é, mas Bannerlord é medieval, né, pô?
Então, medieval barra Tyranny. Nossa, Tyrannyzinho faz tempo que eu não brinco, hein?
Ah, é mais difícil que o Tyranny. Com certeza. Dos medieval que eu joguei, o Tyranny é mais fácil, mano. Mais de boa.
É também, pô, um campo aberto sem nego de um canto, sem nego do outro.
E o pau cantando. Peguei planta pra caralho. Não sei se dá pra upar alguma coisa. Nem sei onde é que é pra upar as coisas. Ah, aqui. Jogador. Você encontra todas as informações. Ao longo do jogo, jogar pontos de vantagem. Você pode usar para melhorar seus atributos de habilidade, capacidade para a guerra. Feitos que podem afetar temporariamente status de game, reputação, combos, status de companheiros animais.
Mas também, mano, só força, agilidade.
É. Secundário, carisma, notabilidade. Persuasão, habilidades também na bosta. Combate. Combos. Agora tem a espada de duas mãos. Cara, já tinha espada de duas mãos, né? As armas pesadas. As armas longas agora tá bem tranquilo. Isso, a arma não vai mudar muito. Tem bastante coisa, velho. Criação agora também, acho que vai dar pra fazer sua própria arma. Armas, armaduras, flamas, estandartes.
Eu acho que vai ter aquela pegada dos livros pra você aprender de novo a ler.
Não, aprender você sabe já, pelo jeito.
Aí, tipo, ler livro, vai ter que ir bastante livro atrás.
Ah, sim, pra upar os crafts, né?
Could something have happened at Bajena's? I should have some weapon at hand. If there's any foul play.
Down by the pond. Two of them fled and they must be hiding here somewhere in the rocks. What do you know about it?
Who are you, fellas?
We're from Lord von Bergov, and we're looking for those murderers.
I know Lord von Burgo's people, and I ain't never seen you before.
Lord von Bergov is reinforcing his garrison on account of them renegades that are wandering around here. We're new.
Oh, shouldn't all his people have waffen rocks and shields with his colours?
For Christ's
What's
sake,
that?
woman, stop annoying.
Chicken growler.
Porra, eu sou burro, né? Mano, não, vou deixar morrer, vou deixar morrer. Não, pode morrer, pode morrer. Morre, morre. Não, agora eu... Nossa. Mano, é o crente que eu peguei a arma, tá na minha mão, tá ligado? E não tava.
Could something have happened at Bajena's?
Tomar no...
I should have some weapon at hand. In case there's any foul play.
Acho que sim.
Two of them fled and they must be hiding here somewhere in the rocks. What do you know about it?
Who are you, fellas?
We're from Lord von Bergov, and we're looking for those murderers.
I know Lord von Burgo, and I've never seen you before.
Lord von Bergov is reinforcing his garrison on account of them renegades that are wandering around here. We're new.
Oh, chicken growler.
Já foi. Beleza.
Você cegou o cara, mano. Você viu que ele fechou o olho na hora?
Save yourselves!
Vem cá, vem cá, vem cá. Não vai embora, não.
I can't just go wandering around.
No!
I have a
I
duty
don't
to
want to
Sir Hans.
die!
Filha da puta. Eu não posso correr atrás do cara. Vai tomar no cu. Pelo menos quase levei o filho da puta.
O cara que você matou deve ter algum bagulho interessante pra você lutear ele.
Exato, isso que eu vou ver. Espada de caça, túnica, chaves e portas de baú, armadura, kit de alfaiate, insígnia de prata de vantagem. Ah, na verdade dá pra pegar tudo, né? Depois eu vejo o que eu faço. Andei de preferência. Pô, acabei de enterrar um, vou ter que enterrar outro, velho. Toma.
Did they hurt you?
No, but I think they would have if you hadn't come along.
Who do you think they were?
I don't know how much you heard. They came here saying they was from Lord von Burgo, and they was looking for two bandits that ambushed some night yesterday. But for sure they wasn't von Burgo's people. They didn't even have his waffen rocks. But they sure sounded keen to find you fellas.
Maybe they were from that band that followed us yesterday.
Look here. I almost got slaughtered twice in one day on account of you two. God
É verdade,
knows
velho.
my Pavlena wasn't here. Heaven knows what they'd have done to her. So, I'd like to know why all this is happening. Your friend was talking in a delirium in the night, saying you was knights.
Well, Sir Hans is the young lord of Leiper and Perkstein. We were heading to Trotsky to deliver a message from Sir Hanish of Leiper and Margrave Jobst to Lord... And as God is my witness, I'm thankful to you for saving us.
Well, you sound sincere, so I
Espero não me
take your word.
arrepender.
You won't. I promise you.
Promises are made to be broken, but thank you for
Vou fazer uma coisa aqui que eu acho que tá atrapalhando. Aqui.
Say, I treated his wounds and...
Aqui. Aí não dá. Bosta. Ah, agora dá.
Eyes are so bad, it'd take me...
Me?
I will not. I'm telling you, I'm as blind as a mole. It'd be done by now.
True enough. But I'm not...
I told you, I have a book here with the rest...
I can read as well as any man, if that's what you mean.
My word.
I'll take the book just in case, but...
Of course.
Dá merda não, Terra?
Everything's prepared. There's an alchemy bench in the alcove. Go to it and we'll... First, go to the recipe book. Now find the recipe for chamomile decoction and remember what you have to do. Then get back to the bench and we'll start.
Você vai precisar de vinha. 2 punhados de camomila e 1 punhado de salve. Adicione a camomila e ferva por um turno. 2 camomila e 1 de salve.
All right. First, you have to pour the right base into the cauldron. Choose the right pitcher from the shelf on the left, according to the recipe.
Ah, era vinho.
So, what did you pour in there?
Wine, of course. Like it says in the book.
Glad to hear it. Now try moving the cauldron over the flame, so you know how it looks when it starts boiling a bit. Hear that bubbling? It's boiling. Remember that well. For most potions, you just have to simmer the herbs for a bit. But sometimes you need to get it good and hot. So you have to get the fire blazing under the cauldron using the bellows. Try fanning it with the bellows to get it boiling. It's boiling. To keep it going, you mustn't stop with the bellows. If you want to cool it down quick, take it off the flames. Try it. Move the cauldron up. Good. Now we'll start with the brewing. Get all the herbs that you need ready. The ones you picked. Put them there on the shelf, so you've got them at hand. All right, let's get to it. First, throw 2 handfuls of chamomile into the cauldron.
Chamomile.
Before you put it on the flame, turn the sand glass so you know how long you're brewing it. It's got to be exact. Every grain of sand counts. See? When the sand has flowed out, that's 1 turn. That's how long you have to boil the chamomile. Move the cauldron to the fire and wait until it starts bubbling. Then turn the sand glass. As soon as the sand runs out, take the cauldron off the fire again. Ain't that enough? Take the cauldron off the flames.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Now, take 1 handful of sage, grind it with a mortar and pestle, and drop it in the cauldron.
Ó, toda parada de alquimia, o caralho.
Ground it? Good. Now, drop it in the cauldron. You don't have to boil it anymore. All you have to do now is decant it. Get a phial and pour it in. Done. Now, let's see what you've brewed.
Porra, caldeirão desse pra 2 frasquinhos só.
I should have boiled that chamomile on a smaller fire. Here it is.
Ooh, by the smell of it, it's a chamomile decoction the way it should be.
Happy to help.
This should help Hans get better. I'll take care of it now.
All right. Is there anything else I can do to help?
Well, if you feel up to it, I'd be right grateful to you if you was to rid me of that damn corpse what's lying there the whole time.
Sure. I'll do the best I can.
When you're done with that, go get some sleep. You won't miss anything, and you need the rest after everything that happened.
Eu consigo craftar mais coisa aqui, não? Consigo, né? Agora que eu peguei coisa pra caralho. Camomila e salva. A primeira coisa a gente vai pegar a porra do vinho. Peguei nessa merda. Pega 2 camomila e joga na porra do caldeirão. Você abaixa essa merda. Vira a ampulheta. E é isso aí. Sobe essa bosta. Pega a sálvia. Moe essa porcaria. E joga lá dentro. É isso. Ó, mais 2.
Virou feiticeiro.
I didn't boil that chamomile long enough, did I?
Virou feiticeiro. Maçã pra caralho. Enterrar mais um. Ai, beleza.
Aí viu o coveiro?
Virei coveiro.
Fuck. This damn shoulder.
Tá pequenininha essa cova aí.
Na massa? Empurra com o pé.
corta uns pedaços aí.
Faz alguma coisa. Pronto, tá? Bonitinho. Já tem 2 já. Fazer coleção dessa bosta? Pronto, vai dormir. Temos que dormir. Sei lá quanto tempo, velho. Não sei. Lá, já falar, né? Nossa, graças a Deus, passa bem mais rápido agora. Puta que pariu. Não demora que só o caralho.
A sword such as this will bring honor to its bearer.
True, Sir Radzik. If I'd have had its like back in Nicopolis, things would have worked out differently.
Where's my fucking sword?
Os traumas de guerra.
And I found it. Everything I take now will be mine, and I plan to take everything.
Rotted hell!
Why would I miss one sword?
Because it's the last one my father forged, and I promised him I'd deliver it to you.
The stronger dog fucks the bitches, and war is a nasty business.
Where's my fucking sword?
You know what? I think I'll keep it as a memento.
This isn't over. I'll find you!
Yeah!
Don't disappoint me.
Wake up, Henry. It's past sunrise.
Hallelujah. I thought you'd never wake. Were you having a nightmare?
Ó, chegou a filha da véia.
Bad dreams. You must be Pavlena, right?
That's right. I came in the evening while you were asleep. Ma told me what happened to you. Then I helped Ma take care of your friend, that...
Hans?
Have no fear. He's alive. Ma knows what she's doing. And that's the truth. She said she dosed you with the strongest remedies she knows. And it looks on that other fella for sure. Since he came...
Yeah.
And what about you?
Definitely better than yesterday. Thanks.
That's good. Ma will be glad. But I heard you yelling in your sleep and went to check on you.
I dreamt of Istvan Toth, a villain, and I swore to get that...
Oh, that oath must be serious if they can have real meaning. However, what strikes you as the most...
Uma bela virgem.
sword. It might sound strange.
It doesn't sound strange, and swords are a symbol of kings. It could mean power and after all, a sword has two edges.
Thanks, Pavlina.
You're welcome. But remember, it's only my...
I expect that, but this is all too much heavy thinking at once.
Aye, that's the best remedy for many ailments. Breakfast is on the table, and I've got something else, and we must save Ma from the clutches of...
Hmm.
Please excuse me. I meant no offense. It was, just.
Are you blind?
Turn. Look who's finally up! Henry! Come and join us! Good morning, Henry! You have no idea how glad I am to see you. Come join our banquet.
I'm glad to see you, too.
It's all the more cause for merrymaking! Even this water now tastes like that.
Of course. I did bring it all the way from the spring.
And for that, and I'm grateful to you too, Henry. Bojena told me what happened here yesterday. That's the third time you've saved my life. I suppose I'll have to give you some estate or something.
The third time? What in God's name happened the first two times?
Now, Henry, don't make her beg.
Once, when we were out hunting...
Humans?
They come from somewhere in Hungary.
I told you about them, though. The fellas in the tavern in Zhelyov were saying there's some foreigners like that camping in the rocks down by the pond.
What?
It's just what I heard.
Whoa, that's all we need. I hope they don't turn up.
What could they want from us? But if they did come here to rob us, but the thing I want to know is...
Well, as I said, I rescued him.
Why the modesty? You got them. Maybe a stroke of luck, but as we know, al dentes...
Fortuna juvat.
See now, you've...
What?
It's just this kind of...
Maybe they're really telling the truth about who they are. Who but a lord or a priest?
And as I recall, you already got a pony from Uncle Hanosh as a reward for saying...
but you never gave me anything for Talmberg.
For Talmberg? What was that about, then?
Hans was badly wounded during a night raid on Talmberg Castle, and I had to carry...
Gracious! Raiding a castle!
Indeed it was! Arrows raiding down... I'm truly indebted to Henry
Ave
for getting
Maria.
me out of that fix.
But I reckon you paid off part of your debt the other day.
True enough.
To be honest, by a stroke of luck. We were fighting outside, but that fucker got a hold of his falcon and let me have it in the guts. I thought I was done for, but I groped around and found a pail and whacked him with it with the last of my strength. And luckily, I hit him a nice crack right on the noggin.
My word. Fortune really does.
Once we get back...
Do tell. What else did the two of you...
Quite a lot of things. But I'm afraid we don't have much. We came here on an important mission. We have to get to Trotsky as soon as we can.
Not far. Once you climb the hill above...
All right. I think we...
I'll prepare a bit of food.
Bojena...
but I do. Once we've settled our business with von Bergov.
Now you've got me curious.
For a start, you can leave me that axe and spade.
Yes, of course. And thanks for everything you've done.
I have something for you. Ma had trouble because of you, but I know you didn't do... I want to thank you for that. Take this potion. It will help when you're in danger, or don't know which way to... It's not all that hard to brew. With a bit...
Thanks, Pavlina. This'll come in handy.
No doubt.
Hans is right. We're very... God bless you.
And you too.
As Henry says, may God bless you for your generosity and your healing arts. And you have rightfully earned the gratitude of the House of Lipa for all time. If you should ever find yourself in need, the doors of Perkstein shall always be open to you.
Thank you, sir. Though, I'm not sure I could find the way to Perkstein. Hopefully we'll...
Bora, viado.
Against the hospitality of the good women folk here.
Hold on a bit. Before we hit Istvan Toth,
Toth? Are you yanking my pizzle? He's long.
I know how it sounds. Believe me, I'd never mistake.
Of course, Henry. But that's nonsense. Toth is in and Otto von Bergov is one of Sigismund's allies. It was dark.
I saw him.
Yes. We'll surely get him one day. But I see you haven't wasted any time and found yourself a weapon to replace that sword. Come on, let's get going.
Rapaz, tem bastante diálogo mesmo. Puta merda.
As cutscenes tá bem bonito. Mas fala alguma coisa que tipo o lugar onde ele tava foi atacado?
Não, você sai da onde você tava lá da última vez, que é a cidade lá onde você sempre ficava. Vai entregar uma carta junto com o Hans aí, que é o futuro príncipe lá da porra toda. Daí vocês são atacados no meio do caminho por um grupo lá, só que, como você viu, no meio do ataque vocês estavam seminus atrás de mulheres. Daí vocês se fuderam, tava desarmado, tá... Tomaram na bunda. Daí aconteceu toda a merda. O quê?
Esqueci da palavra. Muito tarde já.
Ixi.
O cachorro. Tá bonito,
Oh, I hope they've got a good physician at this castle. Or at least a barber. I mean, that old crone got me on my feet. But I don't believe much in herbal remedies.
Olha, reclamando da véia ainda,
Educated
bicho.
man of medicine.
And I can't wait to sleep in a proper bed.
And some wine.
Oh, fucking hell.
Oh, it's closed. Open up! I bear an urgent message for your liege lord.
É, só que você não tá com pergaminho, né? Como é que você vai convencer os meninos agora?
Hear me! Open the gate! I am a messenger from Sir Hanush of Lipa.
Jogaram bosta no cara, velho. No.
You fucking cunts! Do you know who I am?
No, we fucking don't.
I am Sir Hans Capon of Perkstein, heir to Ratai.
Now, look here, you filthy beggar. I'm not here for your amusement, so get your stinking, ragged asses out of here on the double. The pair of you!
What's all this about? Why don't you send those beggars packing?
I did, sir. They say they're messengers.
I am Sir Hans Capon of Perkstein, envoy.
I heard. Nevertheless, I doubt Sir Hanush would send 2 vagabonds covered in excrement as emissaries. Apart from which, Sir Hans Capon is dead. We found his body by the pond. His company was ambushed by outlaws, and they were slaughtered to the last man.
Yes, they ambushed us, but we managed to get away.
Sir, we met your Captain Thomas on our way. He can testify to who we are. He saw our message and its seal.
How terribly unfortunate you are. The captain's company was also ambushed by outlaws. The captain barely escaped with his life and has been delirious for 3 days. And even if he did confirm your story, I am under strict orders to admit no strangers to the castle.
Sir, there's a horseman approaching in King Sigismund's colours.
Ah, now that's what a messenger looks like. Count yourselves lucky that I don't have time to waste on you. Be gone!
I'm getting in, whether you like it or not.
Get your shitty hands off me!
Tá fugido. Como é que vão acreditar no maluco agora?
É, com a roupa deles, o bagulho entregou a mensagem.
Uhum.
What the fuck
Ai, que delícia.
was that?
So now what?
There's only one thing we can do.
Bebê.
Que a cara de pinga.
Have you two got any groschen?
What do you take me for, wench?
For someone who stinks like a badger.
Look, we've had a tough couple of days, so we'd like a bit of peace and quiet, a beer, and a bite to eat.
Unless you want to share a bowl of gruel, you're going to need more coin than this.
Just bring the best you have, and we'll settle later.
As the gentleman wishes.
Cagando pra você, meu.
We look like a couple of beggars, and we stink even worse.
What the fuck was all that at the gate? You try to talk to them and get shit poured on your head.
Different lands, different customs.
God's holy britches.
Well, I expect they've had trouble with beggars at the castle, so they act without thinking.
Oh, really? Oh, I'd never have figured that out. I'd rather hear some cunning plan how to get out of this shit. Huh?
The first thing we have to do is get ourselves into decent shape. Have a good scrub, get some better clothes. Then they might believe we're actually messengers.
That's all very well, except we can't even pay our bill here. Never mind a visit to the baths and the tailor.
So we'll earn some.
Earn?
I'm not afraid of work. And we're gonna need every groschen we can get.
And how long will it take for you to earn a few groschen? And where will you find a decent tailor? Before we get ourselves sorted out, Sigismund will be sitting on the throne in Prague.
So what do you suggest? Going back to Ratai?
To Ratai? You just don't get it, do you? We can't go crawling back like this. We'd be a laughing stock.
A laughing stock? We were outnumbered by a gang of bandits.
Yes, and how come they got away with it? Because we camped at that fucking pond. We've got no message, no coin, nothing but our ragged arses.
Chin up. We'll sort it out somehow, and everything will be fine again.
Nothing will be fine, my friend.
Aparentemente,
Four
sim.
reasons why. Oates, Tankard, Conrad, and Nicholas, instead of sitting here with us, having a chat and a laugh, they're just food for crows in some godforsaken hole.
It's not your fault they died. Don't blame yourself.
We have to take care of their bodies at least. They were good Christians, even though it didn't always seem that way.
We'll keep the promise we made at Pagenas. The best way to honor their memory is to finish our mission. We'll get inside the castle. You'll see. We'll avenge our lads and go back to Ratai with our heads held high. I promise you that.
Audentes fortuna juvat.
Audentes fortuna juvat.
Food. About bloody time.
Here we are. Gentlemen.
What is this stuff?
Hey, there's meat in that. And there's more than you gave me coin for. When you're finished, report for work.
Cheers.
Tá fodido, amigo.
What is it? That's that woman from the pond. Or the one you gave us away for?
I bear that witch. Wench!
What I tell you? What are you waiting for? She can vouch for who we are. Go to her.
God be with you. A full pitcher of wine, please.
My word, that's a picture and a half. I ain't seen you here before. Who sent you? Not them nomad vagabonds, I hope.
Don't worry. I've come from the castle. I'm Catherine, and I've got the lovely job of keeping the soldiers' throats wet.
Ah, that's another matter then. Oh my. Ugh. Can you smell that too?
Oof. It stinks like something died here.
Sorry to interrupt.
Jesus, fella. That's a bit much.
Hey, youngster, if you want to go around mixing with my guests here, go and wash the stench off yourself at the trough first. Stinking up my establishment.
Doesn't half taste good today.
Que pariu.
Poor Captain Thomas might never get back on his feet. Him and his men were attacked by bandits. Most of them are dead.
Jesus Christ!
Lord von Berghoff is beside himself and won't allow his soldiers out the castle.
Aha! So that's why they sent you for the wine. Wait a more then.
But the stuff's
I'll be right.
undrinkable. Leave it out. Once you got through the first one, you knock 'em back.
Sorry to bother you, but...
Oh, eh? I don't remember. Hold on. Are you the boy that cleans the pit under the castle shitting hole?
Vai tomar no cu.
We saw each other by that pond.
What pond? I haven't been at any pond.
Yes, you were. You were attacked there by some bandits. You, some other women, and us too.
I have no idea what you're on about. I work at the castle and I wasn't at any pond.
You were washing laundry, and these bandits attacked you.
That's nice of you. Helping some unfortunate girl. But it wasn't me. You're mistaking me for someone else.
Que beleza.
Here's your wine. Is this vagabond bothering you?
I can handle the likes of him myself. Thanks for the wine. Bye.
Please, I don't know what's up with you, but I know you were there. I need your help. You owe me that much. But we need to get to von Berghoff, and you're the only one who can confirm who we are.
You can't get into the castle. And even if you could, that was the king's messenger. Von Berghoff is getting ready to ride out.
Shit.
If you want to speak to him, the best place would be Samin's wedding. He'll be there. For sure.
No, wait.
And don't ever lay your hands on me again.
Ixi, mas é bravo da porra.
What are you gaping at? Have you nothing better to do?
Why are you standing here like a pillar of salt? Are you ready?
What for?
To get to work. You pair ordered a lot more than you paid for, so you'll work your debt off, like I said.
All right. What do you want us to do?
Over there by the gate, there's a cart with sacks of flour from the mill. My old man was meant to take them into the house. But as soon as he got a sniff of work, he vanished into thin
Foi pela
air.
raid de Oliver 90. Uma raid com 2 noias.
You have to lay each sack on the planks, so they don't touch the damp floor and go moldy. If you just chuck it on the floor in the corner, it'll spoil. So do it properly. 2 men can finish the work in a jiffy, and then we'll be quits.
All right, we'll do it. Carrying a few sacks won't kill us. For sure, it's less daunting work than fighting.
Aye, it's terrible. Like it or not, you can't pay what you... Is that clear?
All right.
Glad to hear it. I can see you ain't... Where are you actually from?
Ratai.
Ratai. Ratai. That rings a bell. I ain't been further than the back off me whole life. But I know this place inside...
I heard some talk about some wedding being planned here.
Ah, nobody's talking about nothing else. Young Lord Samin is marrying Agnes, the daughter of Thrush, our Truskovitz bailiff. And it's going to be a grand affair. When rich folks get married, that's a feast that's a lot different from when some tanner gets itched to a bathouse wench.
Will Lord von Berghoff be at the wedding?
How should I know what his lordship's plans are? But most likely he will be. Samin is his vassal.
Who is this Samin?
Can't you tell by the name? The Lord of Samin. The fort in the village belonged to him. Old Jan Samin is the head of the family. And his son's called Olda. And it's him who's getting itched. There used to be a rich family. Their glory's faded a bit, but they still have some clout.
Where's the wedding going to be?
At Samin, of course. I expect old Sir Jan and our bailiff will try to outdo each other in showing off their wealth.
Could I get to the wedding somehow?
I don't know about that, lad. It's for invited guests only.
It seems that's really our only chance.
What's that?
Oh, nothing.
If you want to find out more, there's a couple of invited guests having an ale over there. Young Svaja there. He's the bride's brother. He can be a bit of a pain, but he's a good lad at heart.
Is that all you know about?
What else is there to know? I'm just looking forward to being a guest and having someone serve me for a change.
What's life like here?
Better now that you and your pal have finally had a wash.
Ah, eu velho tirando com a minha cara,
It
hein?
used to be better.
E
The
ela tá
war
dizendo
might
que
be
sim.
far away, but more and more young lads are going away to fight. But then there's a shortage of folk to do the work.
Where can I find work here?
First, you gotta carry them sacks for me, so don't bother looking anywhere else yet. But otherwise, you can find work anywhere. Try Radovan the smith for one. He's a bit odd, but he'll pay decently for a helping hand. Come to mention it, he's sat just round the corner there, and that fella next to him is Miller Crazel. He needs helpers now and then. You know what they say about millers?
I've heard.
Well then, be careful.
Is this the only tavern here?
In Truskovitz it is.
You must be doing pretty well then.
I'd be doing a lot better if everyone paid their bills.
Que isso, velho? Tá rancorosa,
Where'd you want the
velho.
sacks moved to?
To the pantry. That's the second door inside there. But I'd split the work with your pal if I was you. So you don't do...
I'll go and discuss it with my...
And careful with them sacks. Here it comes.
Eita.
I talked to that woman from the pond.
I noticed. It didn't look like she was too pleased to see you, though.
The main thing is, she denied ever being at the pond.
It's definitely her, though. You don't forget a figure like hers.
I got the feeling she didn't want to talk about it for some reason. I did get something out of her, though.
What? Don't keep me in suspense.
Von Bergov is about to leave the castle.
Sacre! If he pledges to Sigismund before we can get to him, everything's fucked.
Calm down, let me finish. There's also going to be a big wedding in the region. Young Lord Semin, a nobleman, is marrying the local bailiff's daughter. It's the talk of the region. It's invitation only, of course. But maybe we could wangle our way in somehow.
Why should some wedding in a shithole near Trotsky be of any interest to us?
Because it looks like Von Bergov will be there.
Oh, that's fantastic news, Henry. So all we have to do is get on the guest list. And that shouldn't be a problem because you've got a cunning plan, right?
Well, I don't exactly have a plan, actually.
God's hat, do I have to do all
Vai
the
tomar
thinking
no
for
seu
us?
cu,
I
viado.
suppose we could stand at the side of the road and wait for Von Bergov to pass.
I'd say the wedding's a much better bet.
We'll ask the locals and see.
There's something else we have to sort out first. I spoke to the innkeeper.
I noticed that too.
We can work off our debt. All we have to do is carry a few sacks of flour from that cart to the pantry. If we both do it, we'll be finished in no time.
Lug sacks? Are you yanking my noble pizzle?
I'm serious.
I can't work. I'm a noble. What if
Ah,
someone sold
se
me?
foder.
It'll be done in a jiffy. Don't worry.
That's not the point, Henry. People will remember my face, and when everything's cleared up, word will get around that I lugged sacks here like some beggar. As if the disgrace at the gate wasn't enough. Ugh!
Look, we're not in any position to pick and choose. So if you want to somehow scrape your way out of this mess, you better forget your airs and graces and make some effort. A bit of honest work won't kill you.
Henry, haven't you ever heard of the 3 states of man?
Would that be some aristocratic excuse?
Not so fast. It's God's law. Oratoris, the priests who pray for us. Laboratoris, the plebs who shovel shit and pay taxes. And Bellatoris, the warriors who protect the ones on their knees or in the fields. Now, which am I? So if you find me a sword, I can get to work. But wield a pitchfork or carry...
Ah. Foda-se.
Thank you, Henry. And don't worry.
I'm on it.
Thanks again for accepting it with humility.
Vai tomar no cu.
How?
That, but above all, once we're out of the... As soon as we have at least some gear, we'll head into the forest and find... Although, if you think about the 3 states of man...
That would be kind of you.
I knew you'd be pleased.
Tentar bater nesse maluco.
Christ, pardon me.
Vai se fuder. Ué, não é pra carregar a farinha? Cadê a porra da farinha? Achei que ia estar aqui. Cadê a caralha da farinha agora?
Não tá atrás do bagulho?
Ah, é aqui que está essa bosta.
You're not the fella who's supposed to carry the sacks, are you?
Não interessa, cala a boca.
Oof. That isn't half heavy. Oh.
Porra, 5 sacos, bicho. O filho da puta não te ajuda. É um pau no cu mesmo, velho.
O foda é que você não tem nada aí pra abrir esse baúzinho, né, mano?
Não. Sem gazua, sem porra nenhuma. Aí os ratos passando aqui, velho. É louco. Aspirose manda um abraço.
Yes, you did. I never heard of any Perkstein in all my years.
I'm not surprised. You're just a village yokel.
How dare you?
O maluco já tá arrumando treta.
I'd expect you to be more sympathetic towards people who've been ambushed when you've got so many bandits.
Uhum. Quando você trabalha pra pagar, filho da puta ainda arruma treta. E é provavelmente você que vai ter que resolver. Ah lá.
Say it again.
It was their own fault.
What do you mean? They attacked themselves? What the fuck are you trying to say?
Everyone knows it's dangerous around Trotsky. Making camp in such an unprotected place is suicide.
Where else were they supposed to make camp, smart-ass?
Somewhere in the rocks, maybe. Not out in the open by the pond. Only a fool would do that.
But calm down, both of you.
I'm perfectly calm. It's your chum here who's ranting and raving.
Pack it in, Henry. There's no point in arguing with this yokel. He fancies himself as a military strategist.
I don't believe a word you're saying. A weed like you surviving a fight against bandits even von Berghoff himself has trouble with?
Believe what you like, but I'm telling the truth. And in fact, I'm willing to overlook all your insults if you apologize right now. And invite me to that wedding.
Oh, you want to come to the wedding, do you? Huh. I'll give you a piece of advice, pal. If you can make yourself useful for the blacksmith or the miller, you'll get to the wedding. You'll see the glorious occasion, at least from a distance. And you can stop spouting your pathetic lies.
I am Sir Hans Capon, Lord of Perkstein, and I demand your immediate apology.
I am Sir Hans Capon, Lord of Perkstein. Sir Hans Capon, Lord of Perkstein. You're starting to bore me, you and your silly made-up name.
No apology, then. It looks like I'm going to have to teach you a lesson.
Oh, I'm so scared.
Uhum.
There's no point in this. Let's leave.
I'd do what your pal says if I were you. Get lost before something happens to you.
I give you a chance to apologize, and you keep insulting me. Get ready to pick up your broken teeth with broken fingers.
Oh, I'd like to see that. Come on, then.
You scum!
Go to hell.
Pô, eu tenho que tratar com você também?
Finish this quickly. Nice strike.
Legal, tem que tratar com vários caras ao mesmo tempo.
Nice hit. Enough's enough. Time to die, you bastard. Slice him up!
I hope he doesn't hurt anyone else.
Hey, Scheisser!
Nice hit.
Take that fucker out! Damn it!
Você foi na fuça.
O problema é os outros, né?
Nice hit.
Esses dois são miados.
Nice strike.
Zeig, was du drauf hast! Hey, Scheisser!
Ó o cara, rapaz. Aí vem o outro ainda.
Slice him up! Send my greetings to the
Jesus!
devil.
I'm hit! Zeig, was du drauf hast!
Oh, rip your ass open!
Sai daqui, velho.
Take that! Slice him up! Hey, get him! Once more and we can go home. Hear that?
I think that's the way over here.
Take that fucker out, damn it!
É, tá, derrubei 3. E aí?
What the hell is going on here? Grab them vagabonds!
Meu Deus. Parabéns.
Bastards! This will cost you dearly. Keep your mouth shut and don't make it worse. What? You behave like a spoilt brat. How dare you speak? You know, if you just shut up and done some work, we'd have coin by now and be on our way to the castle. But no, not his lordship. You've got a nerve. If you hadn't have played the hero, we'd have been there long since, and I wouldn't have had to get you out of that mess. Oh yeah, because this isn't a mess, is it? Fuck off.
Shut up! Or you'll get a whipping too.
Você só tá tomando no cu desde na hora que você começou esse jogo, velho. Vai se fuder. Meu Deus.
I'm sorry, sir, but it's your fault what happened in the tavern.
What? My fault? You can't be serious. Whose fault is it that we're in this fucking pillory?
I don't fucking believe it. You're really gonna blame me for it? It was you who caused the brawl. We should have made ourselves scarce. None of that would have happened.
Oh, aye. Typical you, running away like a coward. If it hadn't been for me, we wouldn't have even been in that tavern. We've been in the shit right from the start because you had to play at being the knight in shining underwear, saving damsels in distress.
I don't believe it. You're trying to put the blame on me? Just like that?
Who else is to blame? You're just a simple peasant who has no idea how the world works.
Louco.
And you're a spoilt brat who can't even hear himself.
What the fuck did you say? I've had it up to here with you. With you and your pontificating. You were supposed to make sure nothing went wrong. And how did that turn out? It was me who had to save your life. You're fucking useless. You couldn't even keep an eye on your own mutt.
That's enough! Don't you fucking realise how badly you've been wronging me all this time? I bend over backward for you, I tolerate all your stupid fucking whims, and what do I get? Insults and accusations. But right from the start you acted like you were on some nobleman's outing. All you cared about was whoring and boozing. You know full well the ambush was your fault, and now you're kicking out so you don't have to admit it.
What do you...
But let me finish. I wasn't born with a silver spoon in my mouth like you, but unlike you, I'd have managed to deliver that message.
Puto.
That's because I'm responsible and know how to behave in a way that doesn't make me feel ashamed. in a way that would make my parents proud of me.
Which parents do you mean? Radzig?
Aye, Radzig, let's say. Nobody could be proud of you, Capon. Nobody.
We'll see who's proud of who.
Calorzão brabo, você aí, igual idiota.
Right, ladies. Time to go home. But I swear to Christ, if I catch you again, I'm gonna skin you both alive.
Isn't that?
What's
Hey! Bogo, Bogo!
Tomou-lhe tapão na boca.
Oh, shit. Right, where were we? Go on, get out of my sight.
What are we gonna do? You can do as you like. You can go and carry sacks or dig latrines. I'll look after myself. I'll go and see Lord von Bergov at the wedding. I bid you farewell.
Pau no cu.
If I were in your shoes, I'd be glad to be rid of the good for nothing, eh? Yeah. All right, off you go.
Crime e reputação. Todo aquele que visão honesta deve evitar é considerado crime. Não se deve matar inocentes, roubar, invadir a casa dos outros, ferir pessoas, animais domésticos ou perturbar suas vidas pacíficas. Consequência: alguém pegar cometendo um crime, a pessoa denunciará aos guardas ou confrontará. Ainda que ninguém o pegue em flagrante, você não estará necessariamente a salvo. As pessoas não são idiotas. Elas podem deduzir que foi você o autor do crime. A reputação que gosta de você cumprimentar com gentileza, os comerciantes poderão até lhe dar desconto. Por outro lado, quem o odeia pode nem sequer falar com você. Pode melhorar sua reputação realizando tarefas, você pode piorá-la cometendo os crimes. Os comentários do comportamento, assim você ajudar ou prejudicar alguém. Melhorar sua reputação. Pagando uma indulgência ou fazendo uma peregrinação penitencial que pode ser imposta por um padre. Não, eu não vou fazer isso, nem foda. Se houver muito crime numa área, o povo vai ficar mais vigilante, se armar e os guardas chamaram reforço. Quando as coisas se acalmarem, tudo retornará ao normal.
I suppose I really do need to
Tá
find some
certo.
job. I'll find muck without you, you stuck-up lord of Perkstop.
Don't cause any
Aye,
trouble,
aye.
got it?
You're in the right place. Over here. Do you...
What do you want from me?
I don't want anything from you. I should actually be thanking you.
Uh-huh. For what?
I've been begging for alms here for days, but I didn't make any real coin till today. And that's thanks to you. The scene you made brought out nearly all of Troskowitz.
You're welcome. At least it was good for something.
Oh well, not many people can make such a strong first impression. But look on the bright side.
Me agradecendo por ter feito
Now
barraco.
things can only get better.
Yes, you're probably right. It doesn't get much worse
Ah,
than
sempre
that,
pode.
unless somebody tries to kill me again.
You're still alive in one piece. It's a new day and the sun is shining. Like Tomcat always says,
Bruises build character.
Do you know anything more about Tomcat?
They say he's a master swordsman, but a real joker too. He loves showing off to girls.
Do you think Tomcat might teach me a few of his tricks?
No offense, but compared to him, you're a bit of a lightweight.
I don't want to pull wagons, but if he can handle a weapon, I'd be happy to train a little with him.
Well, one of the guards tried to take him on and came back whipped like a dog, moaning like he'd been broken in two.
Well, sure. If he's that strong, I'm not surprised.
More like some trick he's got that our watch doesn't know. Or at least that's what the poor man said.
How does he show off for the girls?
With his muscles. He breaks logs with his hands. He even let himself be run over by a loaded hay wagon.
Ah, meu
Crazy.
Deus.
But to be fair to him, he sometimes helps people. Stanislav's sheep fell into a pit one time.
And Tomcat pulled it out?
And not just that, he crawled down to get it. And when he found the poor thing, had a broken leg.
Era o super-herói medieval.
In the camp by the tower. That is, by Rock Tower Pond. He watches the camp for the no.
Should I watch out for?
No, I don't think so. They mind their. Try not to stare too hard and hold your tongue, otherwise Tomcat.
Tá certo.
Hey, you.
I'm Bara. Just Bara.
Looks like you know your way around here.
I ain't. I'm.
You're something like a wanderer.
Nah. I usually find work with someone. Stay.
Then why are you begging?
Sometimes I collect herbs for the apothecary, but I'd like to go somewhere else. So, but on the whole, you could say I'm a traveller.
Why?
Because they're different, and it scares people. They try.
I'd like to see what they're...
You can go and see them.
Where are you headed?
For work. To the city. I'm tired of serving landholders. They all promise the moon, but then you're eating stale bread, cold
Ah, parece
porridge, and
coisa
Lunaria grotto
recente.
in sight. With the city folk, it's bound to be better.
Ô, gordo, eu vou deitar, mas eu vou ficar assistindo você jogar lá da cama.
Valeu, filho.
Que aí a cama é mais
What do you want to do in the city?
I'll find something. I'm not afraid of work.
Falou, filho.
I'm not half-witted.
Don't get your hopes up.
You mean they don't hand out groschen by the bucketful? I appreciate your concern.
Oh well.
Don't worry, you'll manage.
Tá bem. Calça de mendigo é foda.
God bless you.
I'd like to report an ambush.
That's a serious matter.
Well,
I don't understand why he's not lodging a complaint himself.
It's a long story.
Sorry, fella, but I'm not sure whether you're making it up or if you were telling the truth. I'm sorry, lad, but until then...
I need to speak with
the Royal Chamberlain?
Why not?
I'd like to talk to him too, boy, but he's still in Prague. He's hardly...
And where do I find him?
Where do you think?
But they won't let me in.
What do you want me to do about it? That's your problem.
Ai,
I'm not going to put it
tomar
away
no
for you.
cu, velho.
Poor thing.
Aye. He had his whole life in front of him, and next thing you know, he's being buried.
Ai, ai.
What did I do to you?
Tem camomila pra gato, né?
Don't cause any trouble. Got it?
Ué, a taverna tá fechada?
Gelobt sei Jesus.
Welcome. You can buy everything you need from me. A few days ago, when I was returning with, I salvaged something.
Were there any valuables?
You bet. Lord Simeon ordered all sorts. And for Taylor Bartishak, I was carrying expense. If you only knew how much coin I...
And where did the wagon...
On the roads near the Catchuck Pond. Beyond... I can't tell you how much it still pisses me off. But what? Me too.
I'll have a look at the wares.
Ver a transação, negociar preço. Tá certo.
Du wirst sicher zufrieden sein. Bis bald.
Muito bem. Não, longe papo. Longe papo. Opa. Tô louco, velho. Pode nem afiar minha espada mais. Que isso? Tomar no cu.
Master Scribe?
What do you want?
I just came to see if you're working.
What does it look like?
Well, it looks to me that instead of writing, you're just scribbling nonsense.
They're called letters, and that's exactly what I'm paid to do.
Ah, well, carry on then.
What do you want, you yokel? But make it quick.
Caipira é seu pai.
As the local scribe, you know a lot.
I'd say so. In this province, not a squirrel farts without my knowing.
Right. So,
depends on what you're looking.
No, don't worry.
Armor? Well, unless you want to join, but try Radovan, the blacksmith in Tahoe. Aha! So, the good man is a connoisseur, eh?
Whose armor?
Oh, it's just a local
What legend?
It's hard to explain. There are actually 2 legends, or even 3. Well, it doesn't really matter. Why are you so interested anyway?
That may be true. But even the finest, I might be only an apprentice. But that...
Aiming a bit high, starting with knightly armor, aren't...
Excuse me?
All right. No need to lose your temper. In short, they say the armor of ancient Bohemian Prince Brunswick is hidden here. Oh, I don't believe it, of course. After all, I'm educated.
Who exactly was this Brunswick?
You don't know, lad? Educate yourself. Brunswick was a famous Czech prince who won...
Really?
Perhaps because he never existed. Prince Vladislav II got the lion for our coat of arms, for helping Emperor Frederick I, known as Redbeard.
But you just said that...
Brunswick is just a legend, but a quite lovely one, I'll give you that.
Could you recount for me then?
Well, Brunswick was a valiant Bohemian prince. He lived in a time when our country had an eagle on its coat of... So he decided to head out into the...
A man after my own heart.
You may think so, but his wife was none too happy. Her name was Ludmilla, and she begged Brunswick. Still, he loved her very much, so he took her ring and told her that unless someone came and shot, if he failed to return after...
Damn.
Don't skip ahead. Brunswick's party set out to sea, but didn't get far. They were drawn in by an island. Over time, the men on the deserted island died of starvation, leaving only Brunswick. And so, the clever knight hid in his horse's hide at just the... So, Brunswick, after some time on the road, the prince came across...
Well, if he hadn't been a complete prick, he'd...
Well, Brunswick rushed to out the lion, and together they killed the dragon. And from that time on, they were stalwart companions. The lion, except by then, it was already too late. It had already been his wife, Ludmilla, who had until that at the wedding feast. Brunswick managed to drop for Brunswick, that is. Not so for Ludmilla's new groom, but the lion took care of that.
Where did Brunswick's armor come from?
It is said that George the Lion of Württemberg brought it here. He was the nephew of Lord Chenyek of This George spent a lot of time with King Wenceslas.
I think I get the picture.
And it is said that one day, a lion escaped from the king's menagerie, and George overpowered it with his bare hands and laid it at the king's feet. As a reward, Wenceslas gave young Württemberg the name, only Sir George didn't live to enjoy it for long. He caught the plague at a tournament abroad, specifically while visiting his uncle. Of course, the king wanted his armor back, but Lord Chenyek didn't want to give it to him. It looked like Wenceslas would lay siege to Trotsky, but fortunately, Lord Chenyek was completely destitute.
Chenyek was broke?
Because of building his castle. Trotsky may be impressive, but it's too...
Well, if the king was so endeared with...
Because Lord Chenyek was as cunning as a fox. while he did leave the armor here, it's said he hid it so it could only be found by a true knight. Or so they say round these.
And do you know where I could find
Yes, lad. But I do have a little Sir Chenyek, who they say hid the armor, left behind. Do you want to hear it?
And how did that riddle go?
Wait, how was it? I've got it. Take your leave of crone and maiden, standing tall behind the gates. Boldly go towards true midnight. In caverns cold your prize awaits. Pass through the all of forest kings, hidden deep from hunter's gaze. Standing tall, 2 guards of stone, behind whom yearned for treasure lays. Between them stands a mighty rock, a subtle niche, yet deeper still, a place to give one's art to God. Behold, my armor gleaming still. Answers come to the wise, kicks to the stupid.
The crone and the maiden towards midnight. Well,
hold on. Sir George, who previously owned the armor, wanted to have a nice I'm not too certain about Brunswick and his armor, but this is certainly true. Here, take it. And now go.
Excuse me, I'm looking for the...
I can't help you with that. You'll have...
I'd like to buy something.
If it's a tradesman you're after, your best bet is to ask our merchant Jörg.
What's new, babe?
Nothing special. It's peaceful here, and the war has avoided us so far, thank God. Just here and... well, that's how it was and...
And what happened?
What do you think? It started with that nomadic riffraff, and then the wolves started to come in from the forests on account of the poachers. Oh, and then our master Chamberlain. But that's...
I understand. What's new in the...
I heard Project the Innkeeper is probably coming up with some... Will they never cut it? And now I've been visited by one of the local peasants. He said he found more fresh graves behind his field, just below the...
What do you mean, more?
That we found someone buried here. Don't even ask. I've been digging up bodies ever since that bandit gang started running rampant. Most of them are von... Also, if it wasn't bad enough, now someone's stealing cabbage.
Cabbage?
Aye, and the peasants won't stop bugging me about it. I was just visited. Say, do I really have to do this? Do I have the time to... And that's about...
That sounds interesting.
What do you want?
Tem gente roubando repolho.
For what?
He walks around in the yard at night with an axe.
Maybe he heard something and went to have a look.
But he walks around my yard.
Ah, well, that's different. Did you do anything to him?
Not that I know of.
Well, I'll look into it when I have the time.
I'd prefer if it was sooner than later.
Kindly leave that up to me.
O vizinho rondando meu jardim. O que ele tá fazendo? Carregando machado por aí de noite. Vai morrer. A taverna tá cheia. Tá cheia não, tá fechada.
Have you come to break some more stuff? If you want something, wait till I've stopped being angry. And if you don't have anywhere to sleep, they'll look after you and jelly off.
Obrigado pelo follow, mas não tenho interesse, até porque eu não tenho um tostão. Então, sinto muito.
Have you come to break some more stuff? If you...
You're up early. What'll it be?
full.
Give me something to eat, thanks.
Ah, é, ali atrás tem um bagulho de secagem, é verdade. Absinto. Defumador. É, tá bom. Ah, é roubar. Não vou roubar.
It happens. Just watch where you're going next time. Have you come to break some more stuff?
Quer passar minha raiva. Ah, esse tipo.
Show your stuff! Ha. For fuck's sake! Stop! Show your just. Jesus, I'm hit. No, you don't. I've been waiting for you. Beat you to a bloody pulp.
Que triste. Ah. Eu conversei com tanta gente já. E é foda, bicho.
Keep the peace, and we won't have any problems.
Aí a menina fala da carroça dele.
Welcome. A few I whether you and for if and where I can't me.
I wanted. I'm not.
Ja, aber das ist also.
Where can
if you want have fun, we do not the grave dig over.
Can I find
some? Oh, there is part there, but
what do you mean by that?
Nicht along the described Bible. They're always but of the three, perhaps only.
Is there anyone else?
Oh yeah. Beyond the tailor's house on the edge of the village, the rest of the villagers are.
Is there anything?
Certainly. Here in the village, we don't care much for our...
I understand that.
Ach so, ich verstehe. That is all because of the war. Verdammt.
So
about those ones in particular, or about others. Every time I go to the town, the bailiff...
So the roads aren't...
Ja, das kann man wohl sagen. Ah, but Herr Otto spends more time... Das ist mein Freund.
Fala, Johnny. Já joguei por hoje, cara. Mais cedo. Essa hora não tem mais ninguém. Essa hora só sobra os noia.
happened to you?
I'm in big
How so?
I lost a letter. I was supposed to deliver it to my master by...
What was in the letter?
I have no idea what it said. But it was my master's beloved.
Oh, so it could just as easily...
I don't really care what was in it.
Would you like me to help you look?
There's no point now.
Do you know where you might...
I haven't the faintest idea.
You should have been more careful with it. Losing the one thing you're supposed...
I know. So I forgot to check my bag. But now it's gone, and I'm...
I have to be going. I hope you find the...
Me too.
I'm sorry to hear...
Wait! Punch me in the face.
What?
Smack me in the gob. I'll say I was...
Are you sure?
I'm sure. I'd rather take a couple of punches. I can tell you to stop when I've had enough. So you get why it's better for me to be...
Very well then. Or not. It's up to you. You ready?
I am.
All right. Do you think... Glad to be of help then.
Que quest boa. Que quest boa.
God bless.
That's a fine maypole.
Mastro.
What do you need? Hurry up, I don't have all day.
What's new around here?
Vostatek. He's got a cottage near Vidlak Pond. I hope he hasn't started drinking somewhere else. You could also stop by and see Old Mouth. He could tell you all sorts of interesting things. But only if you bring... I'm working on a little... We have this little dispute with the Geliovites. And that's all, lads.
Sounds interesting. You're having problems with the Geliovites?
Not just me, my friend. They're the biggest bastards around. The winter before last, they piled snow in front of everyone's doors at night. And last year, they broke into my cellar and pissed in my beer barrel.
Gracious.
Not yet, no. I'd pay you well.
What exactly would...
Don't worry. I won't make you do any shoveling or pissing anything. I'd hate to reveal my plan, only for you to go off...
Well, if you've got it all figured.
Right. And who's going to... Besides, everyone in Jelly...
All right.
Listen up then. Old Albram, the owner of the biggest plot of land in Zhelyov, has this... Obviously, he's very... Now you. Simple, right?
Painting a bull, eh?
Pintar touro.
Like fun.
Right. First, we have... I don't reckon we'll be able to get any here in the village. But you can try and ask Bartosz. And after that, we'll have to make sure... Try asking Radovan, the local blacksmith. If you pour it in the bull's water trough, I'm sure it'll do the... But watch out. That beast is enormous.
All right, then.
And remember, it's supposed to be a joke.
Right. So I need paint...
Don't shove!
heard you could use a helping hand at the forge.
I could. My last 2 hands, well, they're not worth... What do they call you?
Henry.
I'm Radovan. You should know Henry, the blacksmith.
Yeah? My father was a swordsmith, and not...
For the nobility, eh? As it happens, I have to forge a wedding...
So you'll...
Hold your horses. You could forge me a hunting sword as a test, so I can see if...
Sure thing.
Great. Find some iron. You can't make a sword, but if you don't have your own stuff, you can get everything from the chest in my forge.
É claro, vou tirar um... Vou tirar um... Pela de ferro da bunda aqui.
Furnace is cold now. Give it a practice try. Some things, like swords, are too long to fit in the fire. You have to heat it up bit by bit. Try poking it around for a bit. Now get the furnace nice and hot. There's a lever above you. Give it a pull. It works the bellows. Be able to tell when it's in the fire. You have to take it out from time to time and take a look. Try it out. See? That's exactly the straw color we want. You've got talent, lad. Now heat up the whole thing. The whole thing is heated up now, so come over to the anvil. Try moving the sword along the anvil so you can get the hang of it. Now take the hammer and try hitting it a few times. See the sparks? That's the sign of a good strike. The more sparks, the better. Also, you can hammer with different degrees of power. A stronger hit will do more, but it'll tire you out faster. Try giving it a few blows, as hard as you can, so I can see how strong you are. That's got a nice ring to it. Of course, if it was all about hitting an anvil with a hammer, any dolt could do it. You've got to hammer the workpiece evenly. One hit next to the other. Very nice. You're doing just fine. But when I say evenly, I mean it. A sword has 2 sides, like a lot of other things, including myself. Turn it over and continue on the other side. Nice. Now try forging it on both sides. The closer it is to being finished, the more it will take on the shape you want. It'll cool off soon anyway. It's cooled now. You can't do it all in one go. You've got to put it back in the furnace from time to time. Sometimes you've got to go there and back all day. But it's all part of the craft. Now, get back to the forge and hit it all up again, like before.
Embaçado fazer arma aqui. Ave Maria.
Sparks are flying nicely. See how it's taking on the right shape? That's how you can tell it's almost finished. Now, I've got a piece of advice for you. Hammer to a rhythm. When I hammer a piece to a beat, the work goes by easy. Sometimes I'll whistle to myself to keep the rhythm going. That's some nice whistling. It's easier to forge to a rhythm, isn't it? Keep on whistling. Make sure you keep up the tempo. Very nice. I see you know how to keep on rhythm. There you go. You've got it finished. All that's left is to temper it, and the sword will be done. The rest is just tweaking.
Não sei se é água ou óleo essa porra. Vai saber.
Right. Let's have a look. Well, I've seen better blades, but it's not complete rubbish. I could give you a chance. It's all about making sure That's why you can't let it get cold. Or if you work evenly, each strike... Got that?
Thanks. That's all I need to know.
You can sleep in the chamber by the woodshed. And of course, you can use the fort. Any questions?
Where can I get
You can buy some essentials, but if you want to make a fancy sword with lots of ornaments... This is just a village, you know. The locals ain't...
What can I do?
Well, you can sell them, though you probably won't have...
Where exactly is...
At the side of the house. There are 2 doors and a wheelbarrow between them. And you can put your things in the chest there.
What now?
What do you think? You're pretty good at swords. But what the locals really need is... Right. Here are some simple drawings that show you can get down to...
Just like that?
Sacre, lad. I chose you because you already know a thing or two. You take care of these smaller jobs. Forge your way... Once you've made some coin and feel like being out in the open again...
Tá certo. Bem, eu vou ficando por aqui. Um abraço até os senhores. Até mais. Amanhã tem mais Kingdom Come Deliverance.